The ongoing eruption of the La Palma volcano in the Spanish Canary Islands has just entered its 18th day. In that time span, a series of 9 vents opened on the western side of the Cumbre Vieja ridge and emitted fountains of lava. This effusive activity later turned into a mildly explosive eruption which ejected bombs of lava in a 1-kilometer radius. For those of you who are curious what damage a single lava bomb can do, here is an example. After impacting the ground, it destroyed a rock fence and then rolled onto a secondary ridge where it solidified in the shape of the fence. These bombs of lava are typically about 6 inches or 15 centimeters in size, but can even reach the size of a car during larger explosions such as the one shown here. The eruption has also produced large quantities of ash, which has constructed a single large cinder cone. Although its true height is unknown, it is at least 150 meters taller than the ground was before. Alongside the cinder cone, several other less explosive vents have output large volumes of lava which merged as they flowed downhill. This flow advanced over and destroyed several towns before reaching a much older cinder cone which acted as a natural barrier. During this process, more than 1,000 homes and structures have been destroyed. The lava then flowed to the south before turning west again and reached the ocean. After it reached the ocean, it began forming a delta, thus expanding the island of La Palma. So far, 38 hectares or 94 acres of land have been added, and it is still expanding in the shape of a fan as of the making of this video. In total, these numerous lava flows have covered 422 hectares of land with a total volume of at least 80 million cubic meters of rock. This makes it the largest eruption to occur on the island in at least the last 100 years. The 1949 eruption output 55 million cubic meters of rock, while the 1971 eruption output 43 million cubic meters of rock. It is quite likely that this eruption will exceed the size of the combination of these two prior eruptions. On Thursday, explosive activity temporarily increased, leading to the second closure of La Palma's airport. This sudden increase is only the latest of several which have occurred due to fluctuating activity in the overall volcano. With all of this being said, the eruption has definitely reached its peak intensity. The overall volcano is now subsiding slightly, which means the ground is sinking down to fill space left by a slightly drained magma chamber. If the ground was instead inflating, it would indicate an increase in activity. The opposite thus indicates that average activity should only decrease in the upcoming days to weeks. The eruption will likely continue for several more weeks at a minimum, but there is a decent possibility that eruptive activity could linger for months. After all, previous eruptions have lasted up to 84 days in length. Another important detail is that La Palma has output an unusually large amount of sulfur dioxide gas during its eruption, totaling more than 250,000 metric tons so far. This is about 1% of the total amount the entire world's volcanoes release each year. In recent days, concentrations of this gas have reached unsafe levels at several towns such as Bombilla. Thus, more temporary evacuations might be ordered as this eruption continues. As it stands right now, this eruption will be classified on the 0 to 8 Volcanic Explosivity Index as a 2, which is typical for eruptions from this island. In conclusion, here is a map of the active vents, the area covered so far by lava, and the new land added from this eruption. Thanks for watching.